Hello everyone, welcome to my video today. This is my second attempt because I started having a coughing fit, so decided to stop and start again. But today I came across this cool technique on Instagram. It's called the pen and ink technique with layered stamps. Now if you don't have layered stamps, you can still do it. I'll show you that when I get to the leaves, and it still works, but it's really fun if you have the layered stamps and can do that. So this is the first card I made with the technique, and it just is really fun. You can see the pen and ink in there. So we're going to just start again, and I am using the Vintage Roses stamp set from Altenew, and it comes with all these pieces, and I'm going to use this flower right here because it has 4 layers. So I've already stamped the first layer because I did that when I started, and then anyway. So I'm going to stamp the second layer right now, and I've already lined it up, and I'm going to use. So for the first layer, I used my lightest color, I think. For this one, I'm going to use kind of a pinkish purple shade, and it's kind of a light color too. It's not too dark. If I can get my lid back on there. Okay, so you just stamp that. Ooh, I like that. Okay, and then for the third layer, I'm going to use a medium shade of purple. We got to line up our stamp on here again. So these Altenew stamps are really fun, and I know other companies make layered stamps as well, and it's just really fun if you can get yourself I cleaned that off the top there, but it's just really fun if you can get some of these layered stamps and play around with them. So we're inking that one up. I haven't tried out these colors, so I'm gonna be as surprised as you. Oh, that's looking nice. I like it. Okay, and our fourth layer here. I gotta figure out how this one goes on. Hopefully I don't get my head in the way while I'm trying to line these up and figure out what's what here. Okay, I think that's where it goes. It might be a little off, but as I always say, it's okay. It'll still work. So then this is a kind of a medium or dark pinkish violet color. So I kind of used pinks and lavenders together here. Okay, yes, very nice. All right, so that's our first flower. I'm going to add one more flower on here, I think. I'm going to use this, let's see. Yeah, we'll use this. And it only has 3 layers, so that'll be okay. So let's figure out which side is which. That's this is my bottom. That kind of sounded bad, didn't it? But I'm going to put it right there, I think. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Just I don't know where that pink is coming from. Maybe it's on this side. Anyway, so I'm going to start over again with the lightest color. Only this time, I'm going to take my scrap paper, and I'm going to stamp on my scrap paper first to take some of the ink off, and then stamp on my card. And I'm using a card base, your regular sized card base. So there's layer 1. Here is layer 2. It's kind of hard to see with all these lights in my face. So we'll line it up the best we can. I'm just kind of guessing because there's too much light going on right now. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm using my medium color of lavender. I'm going to stamp it on my scrap paper here. And then on my card. And I'm going to stamp it one more time. I think that's a little bit too light. But I don't want it too dark either, so we'll just do it the same way twice. Yep, that's a little better. Okay, clean all that off. There's some ink on there and it's not coming off, so I don't know if it's on this side or the other side of my platform here. All right, and this is our third layer. Whoops, gotta turn it over. For this flower. Then we will add some leaves and we'll be halfway there. So I'm going to use this Darkest Midnight Violet from Altenew. And again, I don't want it too dark, so stamp on my scrap paper first. And there, that looks good. Okay, that flower is pretty light compared to the other one, but I think it will look cool when we're done. Now we need to add some leaves, so I just want to use the solid leaves. And to make this go a little quicker, I'm going to use this one that has a bunch of leaves right there. And I'll put a leaf over here. And I have 4 colors of green. So I'm going to start with my lightest green, which is a frayed leaf. Just ink them all up. And this leaf is only 1 layer. It doesn't, well, the little one comes with more layers. I'm going to show you how to do this if you only have a 1-layered leaf like this one. So I'm going to take our next color. This is Forest Glade, and this time you just kind of want to pounce around like one side, or do, you know, you don't want to cover the whole stamp, just kind of pounce around your stamp. And then that's going to give us these layers like we did with the flower. See those layers? So if you don't have layered stamps, you could do this with a solid flower as well. Okay, and then one more color. I'm going to add a little bit of this Dusk blue. And I don't really want it dark either, so I'm going to stamp it on my scrap paper first. Oh, better slide that over a bit. Okay. And I just want a touch of that on there, so there. Okay, I'm going to do that again because I didn't get as much of a touch as I'd like. But I don't want it too dark either, so. Okay. Let's see how that works. All right, cool. I love it. All right, I'm going to add just one more leaf down here, I think. Yeah, right there. And then I'll show you the ink part of it. So let's add this leaf real quick. Do the same thing. I think I used the frayed leaf first. I guess if not, we'll find out. And then I used the Forest Glade. Just pounced, kind of just pounced on there a bit. Give it some shading. And then the Dusk. And I'm just going to kind of blot some. Oh, I think I blotted too much. Okay. So if you see what I did there, I just kind of blotted it with my finger. Oh, I love it. Isn't that so pretty? Okay. I would probably add a lot more to this card, more flowers and leaves and stuff, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to show you the next part of it. We'll move this out of the way. And I have two sizes of pens here. So I have a 1 and a 0.5, and these are Micron archival ink pens. I'm going to start with the finest one. And what you do is you just trace around your flower. So all these little layers, just trace around them with your fine pen, and it will turn out something like that. Just kind of do it however you want. Make it look artsy, whatever you like. It's your card if you like it. See, I'm not being really detailed either. I'm just kind of going all around really kind of quick. I mean, I probably should go quicker, but we'll get this rose done here. Just kind of outline your layers on the rose. Okay, so I'm going to leave the rose for a minute and do a couple of the leaves. So I'm just going around the outside of the leaf, and then I kind of want a little bit of detail in there, so I'm just going to go up like that and draw around and kind of make a vein or two. Just whatever you like. And then on this one, do the same thing, go around the leaf. I hope my hand's not in the way too much here. And just kind of put some detail in there. However you like, let your artistic side come out. Okay, so you would do all the outlining with this thin pen, and then you come back and add more detail with the thick pen, like all these lines out here. So I think we need a few more leaves, so let's just draw in a leaf. Put one right here. And I'm not a very good artist, so my leaves are just going to look kind of but once you add more detail to them, they'll look really cool. Let's put one right in here. Okay, and then just add some squiggly lines. I want one right here, I think. Let's put one right there. Put one up here. Just throw in some lines, throw in some dots. I think I'll put some dots right there. Put some more here in between the leaf. I also want to go around the edge of my card. So I use my hand, the side of my hand here to steady my hand, and it doesn't have to be real real solid or anything. Just kind of lift the pen a little bit and skip over some lines, and then go back with your fine pen and draw another line to the side of it, kind of weave in and out of that first line. Just weave in and out. Just hope you can see what I'm doing. Try to keep up here a little better. And then add some more dots and things. Do whatever, you know. So in here we want to add some detail to the leaves. Put some veins again. And then I still need to outline this small rose and my other leaves and things. So I will finish this and show it to you. But Yeah, add some squiggly lines with your small pen. Just whatever you think looks good is your card. So that's the technique. I will finish this up and have it on my thumbnail. And thank you for watching. I hope this was a fun technique for you and that you'll go try it. So please like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you thought of this technique and if you're going to try it or not. And have a good day. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.